Hello, welcome back. I'm Darcy Darkness and this is Behind the Mash Reviews. I've already did a review of this book. I also did a recipe that wasn't in this book that actually made me want to buy this book. That's what 210 grams looks like. Right, the sugar has arrived. So I'm going to bring my Kenwood bowl over. And I'm going to be lazy and I'm not going to mix it myself. I'm going to use my Kenwood Titanium Chef to do the work for me. As lazy as that sounds, it's very late, so for this, but it was a good job that Amazon was always late as usual. Do you ever have that with Amazon? Do they tell you your package is coming and then change the date? Sorry, change the time to suit the driver? Always. They always drive past and go somewhere randomly else. So anyway, I've added the sugar and the salt is in with my flour actually, I think. So I just didn't read that. So it's salted butter anyway, so I just melted that in the microwave. But again, it's really good to not put it on for long periods of time. Just to do it in increments basically, so you don't burn the butter, because no one wants burned butter. I am going to mix it though right now. Actually no, I'm not. I'll probably just mix this by hand because... And that's it in there. Looks kind of minging actually. It's not the way I would do my cookies, which the way he does it. So, and then I must stress to you, this recipe is a recipe that is for an overnight. You put it in the fridge overnight. So add the egg yolks and the vanilla, which is already in there. And it looks really nice and golden. And I've literally got eggs stuck in there, which is clever. Is it all going to come out? Come on, stop being a douche. Get out. Thank you. So there we go. And a separate medium bowl with the other flour and baking soda, which again got the flour and the salt here with the baking soda, or sorry, bicarb as we call it in the UK. I'm just going to get me another whisk just to mix this up a little. It's not really the size, but however, we'll just go on, and it just says gently mix together until incorporated into a dough, which we're going to do just now. And it goes. And it's not a firm dough for now anyway, because it has to be refrigerated. I really wish I did use my Titanium Chef, because my wrists are killing me. Again, haha, keep it clean. And I'm going to bring out one of my spatulas, and I really like that. I got these spatulas from Amazon. This is kind of like a curved bit, so it's really good for going around the edges. And then we're going to fold in our chocolate. Yeah, because that's everything. So it says fold into the chocolate and then cover the bowl with plastic wrap and refrigerate for at least 30 minutes or ideally overnight. So We're going to do overnight because he said in the video recently that overnight is best. So, going with what Josh was saying. The man himself, who drives me nuts with his crazy. Am I getting used to his channel yet? I don't think so. But, like I said, my husband loves his channel. So, that's basically it. I was actually going to put it in another container, but may need to soften. So, basically, you put it in overnight and then you take it out about 5 to 10 minutes apparently until it gets pliable. And then a medium size ice cream scoop, which is 3 to 4 ounces a spoon, 4 large balls of dough onto 1 baking sheet. It says it makes 8. So what the hell is that? 4 large balls of dough into 1 baking sheet. Oh, right. I did not read that. So basically 4 cookies per baking sheet. It makes 8. So it does. So I'm going to just cover it in cling film because it's amazing. Yet another spatula to take the rest of the stuff off. Because I don't want to lose any. Heaven forbid I'm like short and like my cookies aren't the same size. I do have 3 sizes. Sorry, that was me shaking them out. I do have 3 sizes of cookie scoop, ice cream scoops, but I can only ever find the massive one or the tiny one, so I have no idea how I'll be able to find it, but there's the dough right there. The dough is right here, and I'm going to, like I said, cover it in cling film. Destroy the place while I'm at it. There, as we do now. Cookies in here, like people always like, are different. They're like biscuits, more like cookies. We got some at Costco, because the Costco cookies are, well, you know, they're very good. I just didn't like the white chocolate ones. I thought the white chocolate ones tasted minging, but the regular ones taste, if they had like M&Ms or Smarties in them, they would literally be Subway cookies. Taste exactly like it. So this is it. Going in the fridge for 24 hours. Sorry, not 24 hours, for overnight. And then tomorrow I will take them out and then I'll bake them. Well, it's been overnight and we're doing this recipe, as you know. And I'm just going to tilt the camera down. And here is the cookie dough that's been in the fridge overnight. So I'm going to remove it and I'm going to weigh it because I can't find my cookie scoop the size that he is referring to. I can't find it. I have a few and I would rather just weigh out the mixture and then divide it into 8 and then it will be the same size cookies and they should cook evenly. So we're going to do that instead. So I'm going to remove this. It's been out for, well, it's been out for 20 minutes. It's still stuck to the bloody bottom. So I don't know if I'm going to get it out. Ugh, this is not coming out. I really thought it would be ready, but I'm not going to stick anything sharp in it because it's me. And, well, I would most likely end up hurt. So I'm just getting this spacer that I tend to use for lifting up cakes and stuff. So I'm going to put my scales on. Wait for it to... Right, so let's see, we have... $362 grams there. It seems to be pliable, it's just that it's a stainless steel bowl. I'm going to have cookie dough underneath my nails. It's going to drive me wild all day. Oh my god. Good job I have guns, man, because there's no way I'd be able to have the strength to get that out. Guns, I'm not referring to actual guns. My biceps, of course. So, getting as much of this Nomi cookie dough out, which I can smell it. It smells ridiculous. And now it's just trying to get the perfect consistency when it actually bakes, because I love a gooey cookie, like, you know, kind of caramelized on the outside and that perfect, decadent, soft scent of joy. Right, that's as much as I'm going to be getting out of there. So we're at 937 calories. Sorry, grams. Calories? There's probably more than that in that. I'm just going to use my phone to figure it out, even though I should be using my brain, but however, technology. Calculator. 937 divided by 8, which would be 117 grams per cookie. So I'm going to just get a small bowl, like so must be Asian one here, and I'm going to swap that over, and I'm going to do, like my phone said, it's 117. No, yeah, 117. So let's see. That looks humongous. That can't be right. Well, that's 187. 129. 106. 117. They're really eggy though. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this. And Joshua says that 4 cookies per cookie sheet. I'm using quite a large cookie sheet because, well, that's the biggest one I have. And I'm just putting 4 on it, even though it'll probably be overkill. So I'm just, instead of obviously having the, I don't even think my cookie scoop would have been big enough for these, to be fair. So I know keto cookies, you usually have to kind of push them down because they don't rise the same. These are not keto, but I just I'm used to doing that when I'm dealing with cookies. There we go, another 117. So that says got 3, and then, oh my god, I don't understand why you do that to cookie dough, but hey, there's probably some reason, science behind it. Maybe I should check. I just don't understand how people can eat this stuff, you know, just the way it is. It still baffles me that this is actually can be considered like a treat or something tasty. Ugh. Raw batter, what the hell? I just couldn't. Can you eat raw cookie dough? I couldn't because of the egg being raw and stuff. No way. So sorry if I'm inducing sort of issues because I'm, you know, spinning something in my hands. So I have 4 cookies here. They should have enough space to expand themselves, so to speak. So I'm going to show you. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to put them in the oven apparently for 13 to 15 minutes. It says repeat again when you have 7 minutes left, once more when you have 3 minutes. What the hell, Joshua? Bake one sheet at a time, which I'm doing for 13 to 15 minutes. When you have 10 minutes remaining in the bake time, pick up the sheet and gently drop it down onto the oven rack. This will flatten the cookies slightly. I repeat again, sorry, when you have 7 minutes left. How can... Then one more time when you have 3 minutes left. Right, that makes no sense. So basically you have to... Right. When you have 10 minutes remaining in the bake time, pick up the sheet and gently drop it down. Or drop it down and then... Right. That was so confusing for me because I don't actually put them in the top shelf because I have a fan assisted oven. So it wouldn't make much sense doing it that way. I'm going to put some parchment down on a chopping board now for the other cookies so they're actually ready. So when the other cookies come out and then I can just do a hot swap. So I'm just going to continue to do that. So I'm just going to pop, well, actually, randomly chat. I am not entirely sure what recipe I'm going to go for next. I was actually thinking of doing one of his bread recipes actually because he's got a really good recipe for dinner rolls and love dinner rolls, man. It's not something that you probably get here in the UK with your dinner at home. I know in America it is to have like a wee dinner roll on the side of your dinner. Don't have that here. Maybe be soup or something, but not necessarily. But I seen he had really nice rolls to go that you can use for pretty much anything. You can use them for burgers. You can use them for like Philly cheesesteak and stuff. There's one of these videos that does that. So it could most likely be. So I was maybe going to do that. It might not be one from his book, but it might be one from his website or one from his YouTube. So maybe he might do another book so we can actually get the recipes. So it says it's 6 now. But it is pliable. I'm not stabbing myself, thankfully, with the shrapnel of chocolate. So I'm just trying to make sure that I get them all like the same size. Because I would really like it to be uniform, to be fair. Even cooking times and stuff. No one wants a teeny burnt cookie. Overcooked, overdone cookie. Definitely not, especially when I'm trying to test them out. Well, his biryani was delicious. So apparently this is 115 and not 117. What the hell? Am I missing a piece? Well, 2 grams less. Shouldn't be that bad, I'm hoping. So this is the last one. Well, I like in the oven there to do the dropping them down. And I have slightly went less time, like I said, less temperature because it's a fan assisted oven. So usually it's 180, it's usually 165. Because he hasn't specified that. Haven't you, Joshua? And they've managed to get the kind of burny type. It doesn't look like that, put it that way. So I'm very angry with that. So the first batch is absolutely shite. The first 4. And I'm going to try it my way. That's right, Joshua Weissman. I'm going to try it the way I do my own cookies to see if that makes them better. And I was actually thinking about making them smaller as well because I think they're a tad too big. So I'm going to half them and put them on the cookie sheet that way. Because those were ridiculously big cookies. So I'm just halving the mixture into smaller bowls. I'm not happy with them. No doubt my husband will be like, don't throw them out, I'll eat them. This was going to be my cheat today, having these cookies, Joshua. I have a really good Kenwood range. It's not a shite cooker and it cooks everything fine. So I know for a fact that it's not my oven and it's not the way and the process that I've done it either. Be glad I'm actually following instructions, because I think I've had this discussion before, and I think they had it on sorted food as well. The more competent you are in the kitchen, you don't want to follow a recipe, like, at all. So I've made them into 8 smaller balls because I can't believe how terrible they look. Don't worry, I will show you them once they're out. But again, I just thought I'd share that I did the first step. Didn't like it. So I'm going to do it my way. My way. And we'll see how that goes. And if you didn't realise, I'm having a go at Joshua because I've followed his recipe and it's not went as well as it should have. Not because of my incompetence before that is thrown at me, that shade. No, I have followed it. I know how to follow a recipe. I just don't like to. See, this is what happened with Joshua's method. Look at the fucking colour of them. That is absolutely disgusting. I'm not fucking eating them, and they're not even fucking cooked either, and they're not even hardening up. So these are just going to get fucking put somewhere, and hopefully they go the fuck away because I'm not fucking eating them. So Joshua, did it your fucking way. It didn't fucking work. So there. So they smelled good, but no, definitely not. So I'm going to put these other cookies on and then I'll show you. So these are them here. They're smaller. And I'm just about to put them in. I'm going to put them in for sugar. Shit. Hitting them out there. I'm going to put them in for 6 minutes in the middle shelf. And I'm going to check on them in 6 minutes. 6 whole minutes. So these are the smaller ones, and look at how it happened again. Seriously, I don't get very many times this happens to me when I make my own cookies. I really I use my good chocolate as well on these recipes, and I feel absolutely defeated. So I don't know if I should try maybe making them in the skillet, just putting all that cookie together, but I don't have a big enough skillet, I don't think, to cook that in, to make a skillet. I'm going to try it in one of the flan tins I've got. See if that works. I'm just destroying the plates. I'm going to try one of these from Weissman. I'm just going to slightly grease it with, is it? Oh, don't pick that up. Don't do what I just did there. Because I'm a bit of a dumbass when it comes to picking things up. I forget that things are... So this would have been 2 cookies, by the way. And I'm just smushing them, and it could be the fact that they were too cold, or maybe my fridge is colder than most. I don't think so, but... I'm trying to make excuses because I know fine well that people will just literally be douches about the whole concept of his recipe not fucking working out. So, right. I have put my cookie in a nice thing, so kind of making it like a big fuck off cookie. Just going to quickly stab it a little with a pair of scissors, not a fork. It was only a jaggy stabby thing that was about, so yes, so I'm going to put this in for 6 minutes, check it, and then actually I'll put it in for 3 minutes at the highest shelf, and then I'll drop it down after 3 minutes. Last bit. So this is it that I made in here. I did it in 3 minutes at the top shelf in my cooker. And then I move it to the middle shelf. And I still had it as, I turned it up the teeniest, tiniest bit, I think up 5 degrees. while it was cooking because it was really pale. I do like pale cookies, but again, I won't be eating this because I did not like it. It's greasy, like literally every time I touch it. Ugh. So my hubby actually tasted the ones that were messed up and went all weird. He liked them, so he said there may be a 1 or 2 cookie you can eat. You can't actually eat a whole batch like the Costco cookies, or Costco cookies you could eat all 8 basically of the 24 packet basically and still not be full. But he'll probably be eating this, and no doubt he'll probably have maybe ice cream or something like that with it. Some nice vanilla or chocolate or something. But I did it in 5-minute increments. Well, first 3 minutes, then 5 minutes in the middle shelf. And then I did 8 minutes at 150 because I have a fan assisted oven for 8 minutes. So that in total was 16 minutes. And now it's still really soft. And I'm not even going to attempt to take it out, but it's going to be one of those ones that literally when it starts to get cooler, it will start to fall even more, which will be really good for making like cookie cups and stuff, because I used to do cookie cups as well. So the recipe for the ultimate chocolate chip cookie, I'm going to have to give it a pass. I'm never going to make it again. I thought it was it's greasy as fuck. I'm not happy with it at all. It's going to put me off making any sweet things actually, which is such a shame, because some of the recipes he actually shows on his channel are really, really delicious. Look at that ramen and things. Like I said, the book is really, really well thought out and well planned, but that recipe was shite. And look at that, nom. Even those smashed potatoes look ridiculously good. And again, the cinnamon rolls don't kind of remind me of the ones that I really, really like. Gnocchi, I make my own as well. Like that. The bread that a lot of people use, he was using it in some recipes. But it's this is the burger buns that I was going to do, or hot dog buns, sorry. Or the dinner rolls. Which one? It'll be, I think it may well be hot dog buns or dinner rolls. We never know. We never know. We'll just have to see about that. It's a multi-purpose dough, this recipe. So, we never know. Did you like this video? Did you like the mess in the background? Did you like this recipe? Did you like... Have you made that recipe with the cookies? Has it turned out differently for you? Have you had the same issues as I have? Because I've tried it 3 different ways. His way, a smaller way, and the way that I would most likely have made that cookie. Because if I had more of the dough, it would be much more of a, you know, thicker cookie like that. And it might actually be good in a skillet cookie, because they're always really good, stovetop cookies. But I'm Dressy Darkness. This is Behind the Mash Reviews, and not only do I review products and subscription boxes, I review recipes, etc. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my content, please consider subscribing to my channel here on YouTube and also on Instagram and on Twitch. And if you feel this video might help someone or be good for something, then please feel free to share. I will put the description of any of the ingredients and stuff in the box below. Later, I'll see you in the next one.